Thank you so much for buying a Cherry Pop Craft Shop Fake Cake Kit. Let's unpack this box. We have cups for mixing icing, a 3D printed box, we have some cake frosting, we also have some piping bags, a cake board, our toppings, popsicle sticks, tips, instructions, bows, wax paper, more tips, and our piping practice sheet. There's a spatula, and then we also have some paint to mix our icing colors. Before we get into this icing bag, let's go ahead and put our gloves on. Now we're going to cut the corner of this bag. If you are planning on mixing colors, this is the step you need. If you are going to just add white or use white icing, you don't have to do this step by squeezing it into the cup. You can just go to the next step, which is squeezing it right into the piping bag. We're going to pause right here and talk about colored icing. In order to color your icing, you're going to take that cup of fake frosting you just filled, a popsicle stick, and some paint. Take the paint out of the paint pot with the popsicle stick, then use your spatula to mix the paint into the fake frosting cup till you get your desired color. Make sure it's completely mixed. We're going to cut the tip of the piping bag, fold it over our hands. Then we're going to take our icing bag and squish it as far down as we possibly can. We're going to pause a moment here to talk about the tips. If you're planning on swapping out tips, you are going to need to use two different bags, one for the icing and then one for the tip. That's the best way to swap the tips out so you don't have to refill the icing bag all over again. Now that our bag is full, we're going to go ahead and twist the top of it and start practicing. For this next part, the speed is going to be exactly how fast I was moving. I did not speed or slow this down at all. So this is exactly how slow I'm moving. We're using an open star tip to create a shell border. It's just squeezing and dropping, squeezing and dropping. The way to make this look as consistent as possible is to make sure you're squeezing out the same amount every time. We're going to make this really fun border, which is really squeezing and then making loops. Loop one way, then loop the other way. Our next design is a rosette. It's just a swirl around. Now we're doing some drops. Then we're going to practice going in a straight line. Now we're going to clean up by just scraping this icing off and putting it back into our cup or to our bag. I'm going to put some fake frosting down, then put our wax paper on top. We're going to use some scissors to trim around. Then we're going to put a little bit more fake frosting and put our box down and start frosting. Frosting this box definitely took me over 10 minutes, so just be patient with the process. Now we're going in with our piping tip. We're going to use an open star to make this shell border. Going to just take our time and go around. Nice swirl at the top of our cherry. Going to stick these pearls right into the icing. Going to do another shell border on the top with an open star tip. This is a very popular tip and design, as you can tell. We're going to be doing the same tip around the near the top base of the box. I guess base is bottom, but top, near the hinge, the lid. Then we're going to do that fun swirl we did before on our piping sheet when we were practicing. This is fun because I didn't think I had enough pink, so I added blue at the end, and as you can see, it's gradually changing blue. Now we're going to add some glitter to this. Glitter always goes on before the box dries. I don't put it in the kit because, as you know, glitter goes everywhere. After 7 days of drying, this is our finished box. So much fun.